Let's waste no time. Let's get to Alex Singleton, Denver Broncos captain of the number 1 seed in the AFC. And before we dive into that, Henry, I believe you have a congratulations.
I've got nothing to say. Oh, there we go. He brought the music. Oh,
just incredible.
That's why you're here today.
That's why, yeah.
That's the only reason why you came on the show today.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I was so sure they were going to lose at like 3 different points during that game. And then,
well, what do winners do?
They aren't winners. They hadn't won in 40 years. I mean, they are now.
We haven't won in not even 20 hours. It's incredible.
Yeah, I know. Haven't won in 20 hours.
Truly incredible.
To win a championship off a missed extra point in overtime is blocked. Yeah, blocked extra point is
after blocking the field goal.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
Now I did the second the 2-minute warning went though, and they when Illinois State decided to kick the field goal instead of going for it on that 4th down, I went, the game's over. Because even if they made that field goal, I figured Montana State would score. But I was like, what are they doing? Yep. Why would they do that?
In the Kickers, second ever game of college football?
Love it. I love it.
I got to say, I love rivalries like more than anything. And I don't know if there's like a better trump card you can ever have in a rivalry than we beat you in the semifinals and went on to win the championship. I'm very sorry, Henry.
Thank you.
No, it's so, and first time at 124 meetings and they've never played in the playoffs.
And then that's the one. Yeah. No, it's been a tough time.
Last thing on this, you would not be here today if they lost, would you?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
So shout out to Montana State getting it done. Alex, what an incredible 24 hours for you. The defense plays lights out. You wrap up the number 1 seed in the AFC. Then, of course, you win a national championship. I mean, does it get much better outside of winning a Super Bowl in a month?
No. This is exactly how I wanted this weekend to go. And yeah, so now we get to hang out this week. Get healthy, and then let's go make our own run. Because they won a national championship. That's cool. We'll be the world champions, and that's
that's true. I love it.
What is this like? So like for me, this week is so awesome because it's like everything has been like kind of intense for this long while, and that it's about to be so intense coming up. But it's like being able to just sit back this week and kick your feet up and watch some football. It's like a crazy feeling for me. I can't imagine what it's like for you.
Yeah, I would say, really since when we played the Raiders, even the Commanders after the bye week, it was like, hey, in my opinion, if we went 5-1, you were going to be the 1 seed. And so, that's a lot of pressure. 6 games, going 5-1. I mean, it's the NFL. I don't care who you're playing. So to start knocking those games down and get to where we're at, it was like, all right, like this is it. The intensity is there. The pressure all week is there. Obviously, the last 2 games, they're sitting guys on offense, doing this, doing that. So that's a lot more pressure on defense to, show up. Like if you don't show up for, one guy misses 1 play, that's a touchdown. So it's a ton of pressure. And then, all of a sudden it's like, all right, hey, enjoy your week. We'll see you guys Friday, recover, take care of your bodies. And so guys get to do that. You get to reset, have a full reset. And I think that's the biggest part of this week. Guys can, I get to spend time with, my family, my daughter who's going to be 11 months old, like stuff like that, full reset, and then really play a second season, which is what you want to do.
Well, and Alex, all you have to do in the second season, I mean, you thought 5-1 was stuff. All you have to do is go 3-0 right now because you don't have to play a playoff game this week. And you mentioned something after that Raiders game that the Broncos you guys had a long weekend. Obviously, you were resting a lot then, and you said just how bored you were watching football all weekend because you're playing typically. Are you going to be bored this week watching the games? Are you not going to watch the games? Are you just going to follow the scores, or will you sit down since these are playoff games?
No, I'm watching. I think this is kind of like the best weekend as a fan. I mean, because you get the 2 college football games. What are they? Thursday, Friday night, and then we get 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, 1 Monday.
Yep.
Yeah. Like it's exciting and it's cool because we don't know necessarily who our opponent is unless the Chargers win in that first game, right? Like so.
Well, they don't play until Sunday night,
right?
And they're not the Sunday night. So no matter what happens Saturday's both NFC games.
Yep.
So that's just enjoying football. Sunday morning is enjoying football or see what happens. And then, so it's enjoying football, watching really meaningful football. I think that's what's so exciting. Like, when I was on the couch, I also couldn't move when I was on the couch. It was post-surgery. So that was
Yeah, that's fair.
now I can move. Like last night when I was running up and down the halls playing We Are the Champions, it was exciting because I could run around and enjoy it. Like this weekend, I know, like we're doing our rookie dinner Saturday night. So we're going to be somewhere watching the game, and it's going to be a good time, and we're going to enjoy it.
What a perfect time for a rookie dinner.
You don't have to tell us who it is, but is there a team that you're pulling for that you'd like to play in your first game?
To be honest, I don't care. Okay. I think that's the best part about the team we have this year is, I mean, we've either beaten or played everybody, and there's obviously a team that we want to get back that we have a home loss from, but at the end of the day, the better teams are going to win this weekend, and whoever wins, like, let's go. I'm excited for it. We've earned the opportunity to, see who we're playing, and whoever it is, like, I know I'll be excited about. So I can't wait, and let's roll.
So the goal of the rookie dinner is kind of, to like run up a nice tab, right?
No, it's to enjoy. It's to thank them for all their hard work they've done this year, and to remind them if they have forgotten to, I don't know, bring a meal to the plane, if they didn't help the coaches put the bags on the field, things like that. Like if they forgot, if we invited them over for a dinner at our house and they didn't show up, things like that. You just remind them financially.
Remind them financially.
Well, if you need any extra reminders, the three of us are free on Saturday night.
Perfect. It's never bad if people know where it is. It's easy to get someone an entree. If someone wants to take a bottle of wine home, it's very okay.
Alex, you might have to treat Vance to a meal this week as he's doing an interview circuit all across the country, it seems. He's got 4 interviews lined up. 2-part question. I obviously would assume you think he should be a head coach. So you could talk about that, just why you think he's ready for that next step for a second time. And then the second one, he's interviewing with the Raiders. What would it be like seeing him potentially become the Raiders head coach?
Yeah, I mean, first, there's, in my opinion, not a better coach, in the world. I think what we're doing on defense, what we've been able to do, I think the conversations that I've had with you guys and really everybody from that Miami game 3 years ago till today, there isn't someone who's gotten a group of guys to buy in and want something collectively more than him. And so who would you want to bring in to change a culture, to bring that winning mindset is VJ. So for me, that it's the easiest thing in the world, but yeah, it would be pretty wild if he ended up with the Raiders. Like it would be crazy, just a division rival, but also then you would sit there and go like, look how good these 4 head coaches are in this division again. Like so it's so exciting for him. I think that's the best part about this league, though, is even though it's a rival, I don't think at the end of the day that anyone deserves it more than him in this world. So, like, obviously, I would like us both to be back here next year. And so if that happens, obviously that's what I would want more than anything. But at the end of the day, like, what's best for him is going to be what he decides. And if he decides it's time to go be a head coach somewhere, then I'm going to be his biggest fan and so excited for him, and nobody deserves it more.
What has it been like as a defense, and kind of what was the focus and message after the loss to the Jags, and kind of like what has the vibe been around the defense since then?
Yeah, I mean, we were 5 or 6 plays away from, it's hard to say, but like not letting them score. And those are things that, like, in the Jets game, we didn't make those mistakes, so we win. And I know people will be like, oh, it's the Jets or the Jags, and it's different. But, like, it's not in this league. It's how you prepare and how you play. And you don't know when those 5 or 6 plays will come up. And in most of the games this year as a defense, we've won those plays where you look back and you go like, hey, look what we did here. Or a penalty. Like, we talked about it. I think, in that Jags game, we had, 2 huge penalties that extended drives early in that game that, we sat as a defense and we watched it, and it was like, you guys, we can't do this. Like, we can't play this way if we want to go win a championship. It doesn't matter if people think, the refs have it out for us. It doesn't matter if whatever it is, like those things are on us and we have to own those things. And then it's like, and then move on and now make the plays that we need to make, get off the field, give our offense the opportunity to go score. And like, let's win these things because this is a playoff team. So we were pissed about it, but it was definitely one of those like not happy, like, let's go. I was almost upset this weekend that the Chargers didn't play their starters because we didn't get to like, we still haven't gotten to as a defense have that kind of like extremely intense environment again like we did with the Jags. And so it's like I think we're fiending for that again. And I like when we get that in 2 weeks, it's gonna be special because I just know what we have built up because the last 2 games we haven't gotten to do that. We just played teams that were playing players. And we're gonna get to, get somebody's best in 2 weeks. And so I know that when we get to do that, we're gonna, do everything we can and not make those 5 or 6 plays.
Alex, I believe it was Nick or Pat after the game this weekend said that Sean was pissed and mad at the defense all week leading up to the game in an effort to create more takeaways. Did you notice that? And was he, I have to assume he was happy after not just 2 takeaways, but a pick 6 as well.
Yeah, I did notice that because I think every team meeting started with that. So it was easy to see. But yeah, and I think that, that's something we wanted to do, and we kind of talked about last week being our first playoff game and playing it that way. And so as a defense, we wanted to get into the plus. And so for us as of right now, we're +2 going in on the playoff run. That was our first playoff game. Most teams play 4, so that was our first of 4. And so yeah, there was an emphasis, something we talked about, and we were able to do this weekend. And now it's let's stack them.
On the pick 6, there was a celebration after that. Ja'Quan didn't quite get the alley-oop. How long had you guys had that one planned?
The DBs, I think, have had it planned for a while, long enough that they forgot what they were going to do.
Yep.
Long enough that they messed up the layup line, which
they did.
I was giving them the benefit of the doubt, like, they wanted to avoid the flag and the fine, so they purposely missed the alley-oop.
Yeah, purposely missed, didn't hit the goal, but like, no. I looked at them and I'm standing there watching them like, oh, that's 15K, that's 15K. It was better for them. Better for them in the long run.
That is so good. Alex, just a big picture look at what you guys accomplished on defense. The sack record, franchise history, I think you were only 5 away from tying the NFL record. Also, 5 games where you did not allow a touchdown. How difficult are just one of those to do, and then you do them in both the same season?
Yeah, I mean, it's special. I'm so proud of these guys, the way that everyone's bought in. It's been the one thing I think I've been preaching all year is we have such good players on this defense, and every single one of them is bought in and into us. There is not one like I guy on this entire team. And I think it starts with, obviously having Pat. Like Pat wins Defensive Player of the Year and is the most humble, hardworking dude in the building. So when he does that, everyone else, you can't come in and, kind of be yourself or be a cocky individual. Like it's all about me if Pat's playing that way and practicing that way and that way in the building, everyone has to buy in to what, the leaders and the best players on the team are doing. And so having a foundation with that, everyone is just so bought in on, us being us and being together. And I think you see that with the sacks. Like I think we had, like probably 11, 12, 13, 14 guys that had a sack this year. Like we're not sitting there with 3 guys that had over, we might have had 3 guys over 10. I think we probably did. But, we don't have, 2 or 3 guys that are, that's all that they're doing and not playing the run, not rushing the passer. We have guys that are doing every single thing. And I think that's what makes this defense special.
We are so fired up to see this special defense in 2 weeks. Alex, you are the man for joining us. Congratulations on getting the 1 seed. Congratulations on the national championship. Henry, you want to?
No, of course
not.
No,
not going to.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Alex, thank you so much for joining us. Rest up, and we'll see you this weekend out on the practice field.
Thank you, guys. See you then. And never forget, go Bobcats.
Awesome to have our guy Alex join us. So fun. Always a blast to have him on.
Yeah. At least you have one positive thing that came out of that.
What?
Alex joining us today.
You thought that was positive? That was no. My dad texted me right before we started and said, "Do we really have to have Alex on today?" I was like, "Yep, wasn't my decision." But he had his fun, and now here we are.
I thought like, well, what a perfect opportunity to have him
Yeah,
on.
I know.
He's
That,
for sure going to
I
join
know that
us.
Zach used that as a hook.
Right. Right.
I don't know. Just wanted to talk to our guy today. Let's recap what Alex said, and we'll do that right after this.